Men, why do you often say you're fine even when you're not? Anything I say can and will be used against me. Because you can't fix it. I don't have the energy to start to dive into why I'm not fine when I know there is no resolution. Because nobody really cares. Because if I tell you I'm not fine, it inexplicably somehow turns into me trying to comfort and reassure you. No, it's not because of you. No, I'm not mad that you thought this was all about you. Well, you shouldn't feel guilty. I'm sorry you're upset now. Of course I still love you. I'm sorry for upsetting you, honey. No, I promise I'm fine. Everything is perfect. If I started saying what's wrong, I don't know when I'd stop. A lot of people would feel bad, and I'd most certainly feel worse. Sometimes not talking is better. Because any time a man vents, it's often on deaf ears, or used against them, so we tend to just bottle it up. Honestly, no one really listens. You get about 5 words in and people decide where they think you're going with this. Then they talk about that thing instead of what you're talking about, no matter what you say. It's usually easier for me to work through and process things myself than put the effort into fighting to be understood. Because nobody actually cares about your problems or wants to hear about them. Because our vulnerability is often weaponized against us. And worst of all, it's usually someone who wanted us to be vulnerable that does it. Because I think most believe that nobody truly gives a fuck. Because growing up I was pressured to not express any feelings and to suck it up. Because no one really wants to listen. Weakness will be used against us. It's unlikely that any assistance will actually come from the discussion. Just rather not talk about it. People don't actually want to hear about your problems. They say they do, because they feel obligated to give a socially acceptable answer. Men are still held to anachronistic gender roles. Nobody wants to hear it. Trust me.